all right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today we are in part two of, God, a lot of parts probably, but we are back, and we are going to be rebuilding the Lego Ministera set. So let's get started. No, nothing too big, nothing too fancy, no big fanfare today. Just a lovely little Lego clicks and clacks. So right now, the step is basically just building the doors to the gate. So nothing terrible, nothing too fancy, just getting through it. And clack. We're gonna want this and this. Put those on the wall door. And next up is the arch that locks everything together. It's trying to fight me, it doesn't want to lock in, but there we go. Pop some stuff on. We're gonna see if we can't get it done. Get rid of that notification because I don't need it, don't want it. Click and flip. Alright, so next up we are going to take our little statue, pop them in, and we're going to kind of just slot him in right there in the window. Get that all sorted. Next up, we're going to make the base to the door and make that all go click. Come on, here we go. Get that all together. And that's gonna be setting all of these up. Flipping all of that down. These go like this. Sort of, kind of. Hopefully. Click. we put that on the bottom. And then we shove a dark gray rod through the door. And then we take it and we slap it right in there. And there we go with that. Hello, Red. How's everything going? You back for more Lego watching? So, and yes, I know my internet connection is just a teensy bit unstable. There is nothing I can do about that at the moment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see here. Why are we being difficult today? You're at work? Well, oh well, you gotta do it, right? You gotta get that money. As for me, things are going okay. I have family at the moment watching the Rings of Power. And because they're watching the Rings of Power, my internet is just a tiny bit unsustainable. But that's not gonna stop me from doing the streamy stream. So this part is gonna be fun. It looks like that fits in there and that snaps in there. And this bends around. Sort of like a arch. There we go, that locks in, and that creates kind of the arch here. So we're gonna get that stuff done nice and neat. Well, at least it's a chill day. Sundays is always, Sundays should always be a nice chill day. So next tiny little step, but we're gonna kind of put some bits and pieces down in here. Lock that in, hopefully that way in case it pops out it doesn't spew all over the place. But we'll see. So that ends that. And we are done with these. These are extras. So they go in the bag of extras. Next, bag 5. So, looks like this is done for now. We can set them off to the side a little bit. You ready for a nap? Yeah, it is getting kind of late. Or it might be early for you. I don't know. Time zones are all fun like that. Looks like a ladder piece. So we're gonna snip this and get it open. Come on. Come on. Out you come. Thank you. There we go. Static cling on a couple of these tiny pieces. Alright, so step one, a rounded corner. On 827, okay, you're about the same time zone I'm in. Still. So, not too bad, not too terrible. I need now one of these. These are kind of bendy pieces, and we are gonna attach them right here and right here, and we're also gonna want a tiny piece that looks like this, and we're gonna put it in. Click. I want. Is there a twin? Twin somewhere in here? Could it be over here, maybe? Yes. For some reason they are in two different bags. That is annoying. So anyway. Gonna click that in. And we are gonna work on getting some more of this stuff placed down. Where are you? Why are you being all weird? Okay, so that's that. That's that. Three different colors for this. You'd think they would make it all one color, kind of, sort of, but they don't. They make it three different colors because I guess that makes it cheaper or something for them. But anywho, let's see, what do we do next? Next, we need a couple of these 90 degrees here. Here, and then we're going to want some of these bigger 90-degree reds. They're going to go here is not fitting correctly. What did I do wrong? I know those fit like that. Could it be as simple as this? Yes, simple as that. Slap on some more smooths. Smooth pieces always are an interesting choice because sometimes they're smooth for no reason, and then other times they actually serve a purpose. Okay, so how did these fit? These fit in. Fit in like that, I'm guessing. Yes. Okay, so that I'm guessing is gonna kind of go over there for the moment. Because we are starting something new. That's a really weird placement, but you gotta trust the process sometimes. So that's increased that by a significant portion. So next up, it looks like we're doing something similar. So it looks like we're building out the base plate for this, for at least one section of wall. And that's cool, that's fine. So that fits right there. Nice big sort of base plate. Hopefully that'll lock in just a little bit more later on. But for now, everything's a little bit wibbly wobbly. that'll stay there. And we're gonna need one of these hearts. That's gonna kind of lock everything in, sort of. Okay, next up, a couple of these. Should go right here and right here. That all fits good and snug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just match the size. Click. You go there. And go there. Okay, we're getting there. So you go there, and where's your sibling? There you are. You're gonna go here. And we're gonna want that other heart piece. We're gonna put that right on top, along with the curvy piece. Okay, next step. You go here. Here. You go here. And we're gonna want a half circle. That's gonna go here. A quarter stud. It's in here. And then we want 90-degree smooth on the side. So there we go with that. So on to the next step. Right. Let's see here. Looks like a lot of this is all small pieces. That goes there. Come on. Come on, you can pick it up. Thank you. And bam. Now the better door tower did this too. A lot of tiny little pieces that that kind of just sat there, kind of just looked pretty. Didn't really make sense until the final product, you know? So, trust the process. That's all I'm saying. It may look a little dumb, but you never know. This goes here, and then on the tip of that goes that. Alright. 2x4s. Somewhere these curved bits kind of just slot in up at the ends. So you're going to go here. You're going to match up with the 2x4. Okay. You're going to do the same. Looks like there's also a small piece that goes in here. And then with that, next up comes this guy. Oh, that's the wrong side. You go over here. And there's a 3-piece that goes right there. That goes down here. And then we've got, there should be another corner piece. There it is. Get those corners all set up and good to go. So, we've done that. So we're on step 111 now. So that's gonna slot in right here. That's gonna go right there. And this is gonna go right about here. Alright, a bit of a build on this step. So there goes that. This piece goes here. And that goes there. Then we place that cornery bit. And then there's a tiny little stud piece. I guess it's one of these. The color is a little bit difficult to discern. Okay. So we're getting there. It's growing a little bigger. Next up. Make sure that's all flush. Yes, good. we're gonna put this here. And we're gonna fit it. And yeah, this attaches. Where does this attach? This goes there and there. Okay. So we've hit that. And now we just need to get it all snugged up with the rest of it. So that goes there, that goes there, and then this gets a little corner bit. Okay. So next, we're gonna hit here, hit here. It looks like a square, but it's actually a rectangle. You go here. And at the end, there. I was wondering why it looked off. You go here. You go here. Okay. You fit there. And you fit there. Flat dot there. One right there. Put a rounded cap here. Then it goes nice snap. We are gonna hit that. Come on. There we go. That's that. Okay, so that's that for now. Snap this together, snap this together. Now this fits together in a weird way. So let's get that sorted. Boom, boom. Tiny little bits and pieces. all coming together. It's all gonna work out. Hopefully. That goes there. This goes here. And this goes here. And we've got how does this fit? Okay. That's all of that. So next we want this to go through here. This and this. You connect here. And you connect here. All right, so that's coming together. Fits. And that fits right about here. I guess it's like a little cart or something. All right. Collect all these into the bag of extras. So now we're gonna get bag number 6. Come on. There we go. A lot of white pieces in this bag. So it looks like we're going to be building some walls. And that's okay, that's fine. Come on, come on, out you go, out you go, thank you. Thank you. All right, so. So, you're gonna have to do a bit of a rotation. You know, get rotated, idiot. We're gonna do a little bit of brick hunting. 4 piece right here. And then a 6 piece looks like goes on next. And then finally this bit goes here. So we started the wall on this section. So next up is a 3 piece right here. We want a brick piece right there. I say brick piece, it's literally a brick piece. It's a 1x2 with a brick pattern stamped on it. Go. All right, now this one is no. Look at that. It's a little chicken. So, anyway. We're gonna put together some of these tiny little details. And then let's see, this is a weird looking piece to try and find. Let's see if I can. Welcome back, Red. Is this it? This is. So we're gonna slap that in there. And that's gonna go down in here. And in this space, we're just gonna fill that in, kind of lock it, you know? Put that there, and put this here to fill out this portion of the wall's height. I like how it's telling me how to put this particular part of the wall together instead of just, you know, putting it in the picture that this is what you're supposed to do. Sometimes I think Lego builds these instructions for the lowest common denominator, and sometimes it's really funny, and then other times it's like, just how stupid do you think we are? So let's see, this, put that there, and this is two square studs, just kind of snapped together. That, and we're going to want another brick piece. And then another 1x3. These tiny little guys make it difficult because my fat fingers have difficulty grabbing onto them. Okay, next step, the barrel goes there. The box goes here. And then we've got a couple of dark guys other side of the box. All right, so that's done. So now we need a couple of these cylinders. I'm gonna kind of just put them in between. And I hope I don't have to do this layer by layer. I'm more cognizant than that, Lego. Don't insult me. Nope. There's actually a purpose. So thank you, Lego, for not treating me like an imbecile. Let's see here. There should be another one. Yes. Gotcha. Come here. Gonna need 3 of these cylinders stacked on top of each other. And I'm just gonna place that right here. Still a little bit wibbly wobbly, but that's because we haven't locked everything down yet. There we go. Now we gotta create this again. And it's not too difficult. Because it all just kind of fits in. There we go. And that kind of gives it a little bit of an architectural curve. Still not fully seated and secured though. That'll probably be coming soon. There. A little brick piece right there. And then that's a sixer. Gotcha. Alright, now for a bit of a small detail build. Is it here? Got you. And then, so this next piece is a little tricky because it looks like a 1x2, but it's actually more trapezoidal. Almost like it's a gold brick that just wasn't colored gold or something. This bit with a arch, and this will lock that bit into place. And then this right here will work to lock in our arches that we made earlier. I knew they were gonna do something. All right, so now we need more cylinders. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And these are gonna kind of just pop together in a big old chain. That's gonna fit in right there. Okay, so next up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit this. And that's gonna fit right here, I think. Nice little click. And then the next piece is gonna go right here. Swoosh. All right. So now comes the fun part. So now I guess we're making little bundles of fruits and veggies. Oop. Come on. Don't be playing with me like that. Let's see, can we get this just a little? There we go. Let's see here. So that goes like that, and that goes like this. And then in this one, we are putting a cabbage. And that fits in here. And we just bend that back. I guess this is supposed to be like a little market type of thing. There you are. And then next up, we've got the cherry tomatoes. And those are going to go right in there. Go there. Go back. Put you in there. Doesn't say to do that, but might as well, because otherwise it's going in the extras bag. Denethor would be oh so sad if we sent his favorite tomatoes into the extras bag. So Next up is the chicken. The chicken goes right here. That goes here. And this goes here. And there we go. That's one marketplace all filled out. Now, very carefully, we flip it. That'll give you just a bit of a better view of things, I guess. So bam, and then we want a single piece right here. All right, so now that that's all lined up, next step is placing a square here. And we're gonna want a 1, 2, a 1, and a 2. And then we're going to cap it all off. Another square cylinder. A couple more of these little ingot pieces. And then we have these little crenellation details. There is, and that goes right there. All right, so next up, we got to build 4 crenellations to put just a tiny bit higher. Our archers from enemy missiles. Not going to do much against the Nazgul, but you know, it's the thought that counts, right? Alright, so we're going to want to make 3 more of these. Just gonna put as many of them together as possible. Go. Boom. That's 3. And then all what's left is dark pieces. So everything else is probably going to be happening elsewhere. Right there. There. Right here. And right here. Alrighty. So what are we doing next? We are building for the middle. Okay. So let's get these things built up. Everything's orientated right, otherwise it won't work when you put it in. Click. Now to do the exact same thing on the other side. I don't know why they made this two different steps when it could have just been one. But it made sense to somebody. There we go. Squeeze that down. And we're gonna lock everything in up top. There we go. I think now Battered Door did that same thing too. It used little angle pieces to kind of lock everything firm. Oh, not too bad on that one, only one extra piece. Time for bag number 7. So I'm actually gonna move guy over here. That way we have a little bit more space to kind of do the thing, you know? Alright, so first steps, let's get everything we need. Is that what I need? That is what I need. That is a weird looking piece. No, you, I think. go here. You go here. You go here. And then we finally end it off here. Let's see. You go here. Next up, we have another little gold bar type piece. Really don't know why they used it, but it is what it is. I doubt Lego's gonna explain it to me. Nor do I think they care. So you go here. You go here. That's a 4-piece. That's another 4-piece. Well, bam. And then at the end, there's a 3-piece, and followed by a 4-piece. Brick. Of awesomeness. A 4-piece and a 3-piece. Okay. Next step. That in, this in. Not really sure what we're going for here. It'll work out. Everything always works out. Remember that. Everything always works out. And that's gonna go right here. That's gonna go right there. Oop. 4, 2, and 6. Three, 6, 3, 1x1 slope, tiny little things. Here's one. Does it go like that? I guess it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. The bot I have is interesting. Yeah, Yeah, I was kind of looking for more things to help people stay entertained while the ads were running, and it got recommended, so I've given it a shot, and it hasn't said or done anything weird, so it is what it is. So that fits right in here. Okay. But yeah, it kind of pulls from the chat. It kind of pulls from all the other information sources that are publicly available, so it's not like it's doing anything weird. At least as far as I can tell. And honestly, it's mostly just random trivia. If I was a big time streamer with a lot of people, it would probably be a little more useful, but at the moment it's just kind of a little curious thing. Cylinders. Two, three, 4, 5, and 6. But yeah, the bot will play every ad break. Hopefully that's not too terribly spammy. I have tried to make the ads as minimally invasive as possible. Yeah, unfortunately, can't fully get rid of ads, but I can make it so that it's not annoying. I've been on streams where the ads will play like every 5 minutes, and I hate it. So I try to make sure it doesn't happen on my stream. Especially because sometimes you miss important context or actions or jokes, and then you come back from the ad break and it's just like you have no idea what's going on, and then you're lost and you're confused, and not a very good stream environment. And I wish Amazon understood that, but they don't. They're too profit motivated. Which I understand. They are a business. They have to generate money, but your user experience is terrible. And if your user experience is terrible, they're not going to be loyal. They're going to disappear the first chance they get, which we did sort of see happen when Kick first popped up. Twitch lost some big names on that. Now, did Kick become the Twitch killer that people were hoping it would be? No. No, it didn't. That's why I'm still streaming here on Twitch and not there. Kick also became a little weird once the hype died down. I don't remember what I set mine to. I know it's not frequent, or at least back when I set it, it was considered not frequent. So, yeah, YouTube, it's the same problem we have with YouTube as well. It's so big that it can take hits from being trash, if that makes sense. Like, YouTube can be the least small streamer friendly platform, and it knows it can get away with that because it knows there's no good alternative. It's destroyed all the alternatives. It's essentially a monopoly, but Google is such a big corporation that it probably can just buy the ability to be not having to worry about monopoly legislation. I think every so often Congress does try, but I don't think they ever get anywhere. So we're gonna click that in. Click this in. Put this together. Now we're going to put that right there. So next up, this is going to go right here. No, that's going to go right here. Because on the other side, we are going to have this joint locking it in. Okay. Flip. Start up on here. I think this is the crenellations for this section of wall. So It's not gonna be too terrible. Just tedious. Tedious, I mean a lot of small little spaces and pieces that I need to somehow fumble my way through. Okay. So that goes over to the side. Together. I do like how they tell you how to put it together every time it pops up. I guess they know that people building these things are going to take breaks or have lives and have to go do other things. Because as much as I would have absolutely loved to have started building this thing earlier, like hours earlier, I just had to do adult stuff. How many of these do I need? 4. These little guys just take a minute to click into place. All right. They all want to run. Smaller the Lego, the more willing it is to attempt to make a mad dash to freedom. That we are now at the halfway point of book 1. So yay, hooray. There we go there. This one more time. There's that nice little potted plant. And then I want these. Go, and we're gonna put a little flower on it. Nice little potted plant. Oh. Crocheting is fun. What are you thinking of crocheting? I know there's a few different crochet styles. Lots of pieces. There we go. All right. Step 1, build a Gondorian soldier. Water bottle holder. I may at the end, depending on unravel it and try. Well, that's fine. There's no shame in redoing something if you've learned better ways to do it. Come on, you. Stop fighting me on this. You're going to lose. Well, that's just all part of the learning process, right? And you never know, you may find that your hands get used to it if you do it often enough. There we go. There he is. So you're gonna go off to here with Gandalf for now. So we're still working back here on the wall bits. go. And I know you guys can't see all of these little details I'm adding. It's just without having like 30 different cameras all pointing all over the place at this thing, I really can't get all of the angles I want. Really wish I had a couple of different cameras I could throw onto these Lego builds, you know? One day maybe. But today is not that day. What is this? I don't know what that is. Is that a droid arm? I think it's a battle droid arm. It's so funny because sometimes you can find pieces like are just repurposed from other lines, and it's always amusing. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. All right. So that's in. Here we are. Where is the next one? There it is. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't fault them for reusing Lego pieces. I think it's better to reuse a piece from another set versus creating a whole new piece you're only going to use in one set, and then nothing else is ever going to use it. I know the gate has a couple of Technic pieces in it. That just kind of clamp on. A bunch of empty window frames. That is the one thing I'm glad they stopped doing. Alright, come on. Where is it? Should be another window frame here somewhere. Here it is. It's hidden under all the junk. There we go. And flip. Alright, that's simple enough. You go here. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. And you're going here. now we need some of these tiny little half studs, and they're going to kind of face the flat side out. There's one. Gotcha. Okay. So next up, there we are. All right. Okay, next we just gotta put a bunch of little white rods into these holes. There we go. Alright, so next we'll take this piece and gonna kind of fit that on top there. Bit of a weird place to return to. That's gonna go right there. Oh. That was kind of bend inward just a tiny bit. Gonna have to there we go. All right, next up, looks like we're still focusing on the central area. That there. That there. You go here. All right. So we got that done. So now comes building some more walls. There, there. 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 And here. And then we're just gonna put a little gray bit down at the bottom. And now we get to repeat the process. Alright. Here. Here. Here, here, and here, with a little click down there. And so where these go is right here. We got a runner. There we go. We still got that big old gap in the middle. But I'm sure that'll buff out in time. With any luck, we're doing that right now, because otherwise that's going to bug me. For a 90 degree. There's your 90 degree. Come here. Alright, so next up, four, 5, there we go. So next step. Click, 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 and clack. right now. So let's see here. We're gonna need you and your other half. A little flower right here. Go. So, yes, this guy slots right in there. That looks nice. Kind of, sort of. So, flipping on to the next one. And then that goes back here. I think that may just kind of lock it in place. Yeah. Alright. Goes there. Really? One whole step for one whole piece? Doesn't make no sense. Doesn't make no sense at all. Alright, so we need you. Gonna hit here. And we want the big flame, not the tiny flame. This is what I was talking about earlier. The battle droid arm. But now we need it because we are gonna be making a lantern. And that just slots in back here. All right. So now we are going to build up what is hopefully the final piece of this bag. We are going to get this all built up. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's something for the, like, up here. I'm not too sure. That seems to be where the build direction is currently leaning. We will find out. So that gets put off to the side for a moment. Now I do remember doing a lot of this sort of step. What about our door? Better Door had a lot of this. And that was just because Better Door has a lot of spindly, towery sort of stuff. When I build the main structure of the Minas Tirith city, I'll probably run into the same thing I ran into the Barad Dûr. And it's not terrible, it's repetitive and time consuming. And sometimes you want to do something else besides build the 50th facade in a row, you know? Off to the side because it's crenellation time. Hooray! This will be the second of 3. Now 3 of 3. Missing a piece? Am I blind? Am I being blind here? there should be a ninth piece, and it looks like this is the proper piece, but it's the wrong depth. Which means that in order to get it to fit, gonna have to change things just a tiny bit and make it look nice. That goes over here. Yeah, that fits. Alright, so next up, we got us to lock it down just a tiny bit. There we go. That goes here. And then there's a piece that goes here. And that goes here. Bam. Bam. And this goes here. All this just to lock one piece, one section down. Goes there. Okay. So you all come with me, you're all extra. And then come here, you. And then we take this bit. And then gonna have to be gentle. Because we don't want too much pressure, and this whole thing is just gonna crunch. Let's see here. And if it crunches, I'm just gonna end the stream. Yeah, I've got it oriented the right way. really just a matter of I need to be careful. Alright, there we go. Yep, I knew one second is gonna have issues. But not too bad of a problem. It's an easy fix. That if I flip, yep. That's what we're looking like right now. We are finished with approximately 2/3, I think, of the outer wall. Let me just twist it around so you guys can see that. And that's what it looks like on the other side. The gates open and close smoothly. Everything else is kind of held together. I'm gonna flip around. There we go. It is a very, very big section. This is gonna take a little bit of maneuvering to get it working good, but for now, let me just... It's not gonna fit. Let me put this guy somewhere. I don't know where he's gonna fit. You know what? Whatever. He's Soldier of Gondor. He'll figure it out. He's a smart cookie. We've also got Gandalf the White and Shadowfax. So that's gonna be it for me today. Let's see. Is anybody available? No, I don't see anybody available. At least not anybody I'd want to bug by raiding. So we're gonna end it there. I hope everybody had fun. I hope to see you all in the next stream. Stay safe, take care, and bye-bye.